I feel like it's a big turning point and just like being recognized within this small market. You know, I always say we're off the map, but not out the game.
Hello, welcome to The Contrary. My name is Billy Weathers, and I'm one of the owners.
It's so great to be here. My name is Jamie Powers, and I own DeLuxe Bakery in Iowa City.
My name's Nick Hanke, and I'm a sushi chef at Masao.
Phil Shires, 6-foot senior at Roosevelt High School, and I'm the chef at Masao.
My name is Robertson. I'm the executive chef at Oak Park Restaurant.
It's very rare that one person is nominated in the state of Iowa, let alone 5. It's very exciting. And so it's wonderful to be here with all of you. Everybody at this table has opened up something that pushes the state's boundaries in a way that you might see in a bigger city, that you might see in Europe. You're only now in Iowa, we're exposing people to that, which is amazing.
I think the Iowa food scene, like you say, is always evolving, and more, I feel like it is being a place where more young chefs and farmers and things like that can really express themselves in a way that they haven't been able to do before, because their community supports them so much that, you know, when you come here and you come to the Iowa food scene, like, you're gonna find some really unique things because people are just true and honest and expressing themselves. We can just be that true, authentic version of ourselves.
The food scene's been progressing since the 70s. We see like this new generation of chef that trying to push boundaries, but yet they're still keeping simple flavors. You know, they're still trying to stay true to what they want or what they, you know, remember grandma making.
I think if we tried to push what people wanted, we'd be closed already. I think Des Moines supports us as, you know, the unique thing.
Iowa is a unique place in that it is very real. People in Iowa know when you're trying to posture. And you get maybe 4 good months out of that, and then people are like, nah, I'm going back to the place that was being authentic from day one.
Yeah. Love that we've created a space, and that, you know, that everybody at this table has, that we've like, I don't know, created a spot where people have to come to that and get that energy, and like, you can't duplicate it, you can't put it in a glass, you can't sell it, you have to come here, you have to be a part of it, you have to kind of put your walls down and just be yourself.
Yeah, we want people to smile when they're at Masao and then leave like they felt like they just got a hug from a friend.
The restaurant community just touches so many aspects of the community, be it all the humans that are vulnerable, the farmers, the people that have such talent that are trying to expose themselves, be it a musician coming into play at your bar, the food you brought in, and popping those people out is, you know, we really have our talents out to really support and build up all those areas.
Hospitality is, like you say, it's more about that connection, you know, connecting you with your community. And when they come in, being able to have that connection with them and they can feel relaxed in your space. So I love being a part of, you know, people's special moments in their special times, and being able to have a space where people can feel at home and at ease. And that's what I feel like restaurants are supposed to do. Bars, you know, bakeries, we're supposed to give that cornerstone to the community that just kind of gives them a place where they can go and feel relaxed and at ease.
Creating a space where people can show up as their like authentic self is like huge here. I think that's the greatest compliment, is like people feel like they can just unwind. I think that's the biggest thing that I try to, you know, embody myself when people are coming in, but also, you know, perpetuate that to that, like our staff is like, they could have been and could go anywhere, and they chose us. So like making sure that they are like, they feel welcomed and they feel appreciated for spending their time and their money and their energy with you, I think is huge.
I think the way we do our place is kind of just how I viewed hospitality. I think it's just about making people it's just about making them happy, making them feel comfortable, letting them just enjoy things the way they want to enjoy it. And just as long as they're having a good time and we're not impeding on that, or at least helping as much as we can for that to happen.
At the bakery in Iowa City, we have our finger on the pulse of what the community needs. And it was very quickly I realized, where do people need food? How are they going to get the food? What food do I have left over to give them? Not only that, I realized there's a whole community of adults with special needs and disabilities that can work for the bakery. And that's been really cool to connect with the community in that way.
I think that's the thing that I'm very proud of is like, as being a person of color and now being like an owner, of it's kind of like few and far between. And so like spaces that we feel comfortable in don't really come around Des Moines too often. I try to be extremely intentional about that because it was like, there is that like added unseen pressure of just being kind of a minority business owner and just creating a space for people that look like us. And you're like, all right, don't drop the ball, and then when you don't, and like it exceeds expectations, and then everybody's almost like surprised. But like all of that doesn't mean anything as much as it means like that your people have a place to come and they're like, yo, I love it here. And like, thank you. Like we needed an elevated space where we felt like we could come and spend our money. And once you break down a wall or like once you've like proven something, like you have to put your foot on the gas. Like to slow up's almost like you're disrespecting your gift or the opportunity or the blessing that God just gave you of being like, you asked for this, like now go and like kill it. It's like, to not do that is almost like a shame. I used to dream about like this. So to not take care of it would be asinine. Honor your gift. This is a gift. Take care of this.
We don't have to posture like other cities' new restaurant. We have the privilege to be as creative as we want because we don't have that pressure. We can be our authentic self.
You can just be exactly who you want to be, and it's a blessing to be out here in this food scene.